Alright guys, welcome to another video. Making a very quick video today to get some information out to you very quickly. So it's all going to be done in one take, so bear with me on that one because I have information of a potential Game Master leak that basically indicates that the pre-patch is very soon, within essentially the next 2 weeks. So let me explain why that is. And well, first of all, I do have to emphasize the word might. This might indicate that the pre-patch is very soon. It really depends on how optimistically you interpret the information. So let's get all the facts straight. My friend has essentially done a character transfer on the 23rd of February. And what he basically asked a Game Master is, will he be able to transfer his character before the pre-patch? Okay, and now I'm going to show you what the Game Master said, because he essentially said, if you can see here, get back down, the message here from the Game Master, no, as I said above, we have no means to cut or remove any cooldown in regards to classic character transfers before the pre-patch, because he asked basically before the pre-patch. So this could indicate, right, because my friend's transfer comes off cooldown on the 21st of February, or, no, not February, obviously, of May, 21st of May or 22nd of May. Okay, and if he can't transfer before the pre-patch, I mean, that would essentially mean that the pre-patch would be dropping essentially before that date, before the 21st or the 22nd of May, before his cooldown comes off cooldown, which allows him to transfer again. Yeah, he's kind of leaked that it could potentially come out before that date. Now, I understand that is an optimistic interpretation of what that Game Master has said, but, guys, you never know. He might have accidentally slipped that information. Obviously, the pessimistic way to look at this is, well, that could just mean that Blizzard aren't allowing you to transfer before the pre-patch. We're going to put a pre-patch down and then open up the transfers again. But the thing is, Blizzard haven't actually confirmed that. Like, they haven't confirmed that the transfers will be available again once the pre-patch drops. They haven't, they just haven't confirmed that. So, you can't really say one either way. And another thing to bear in mind, something that I have noticed that came to my attention this week, is the Dark Moon Fair event. For some bizarre reason, the Dark Moon Fair event, can't talk, again, this has all been done in one take, has very strangely moved forward. Okay? And I did some digging. Apparently it has happened in the past, but a lot of people are obviously speculating that they're trying to move it a little bit forward because they're preparing for the pre-patch. You want to get Dark Moon Fair out of the way and done, and then drop the pre-patch, because for some reason that could potentially be easier to drop. Again, that is another fairly optimistic, prediction, but still, I just think it's a little strange, personally. I just think it's a bit strange how this has happened to my friend, and, with the character transfer thing, and then we also have this Dark Moon Fair event being moved forward, and then the reinstation, if I've just made that word up, you make up words when you do things in one take, of the Karazhan raid testing again. It kind of feels like we're trying to rush out as much testing as possible so that they can drop the pre-patch. Now, and if we do look at it for a more realistic standpoint, I've got some dates written down here. So the beta was released on 23rd of March, okay, which would indicate, if you look at the Classic WoW timeline, that TBC will likely release in June, okay, because that's the exact amount of time between basically Classic WoW beta and the release of Classic WoW. Basically, we're comparing those like two, different events. So, I mean, TBC it has to drop in June. It has to, because it just doesn't make sense, guys, because you've got New World coming out on the 31st of August. You at least want TBC to be out for like a good couple of months, like a month and a half at least, before, New World comes out. Otherwise, people are going to, maybe go and check out New World instead. It just wouldn't make sense for Blizzard to align their release with one of the, biggest MMO releases for quite a few years. Well, one that, the MMO that shows the most promise to be a big MMO. So if you take, obviously, a month month and a half back from June, obviously that'd be May, or kind of like early June, if we're going to be realistic. So it kind of makes a lot of sense for the pre-patch to be dropping in May, because you need a little bit of pre-patch, right, before TBC actually launches, and it has to at least be a month and a half, potentially 2 months. So this is why people are saying that it has to drop in May. Absolutely has to drop in May. It makes the most sense for the pre-patch to drop in May, whether it's going to be 21st. I'm calling it. I'm calling the 21st, 22nd. You know, when my friend's cooldown comes off cooldown. A lot of people obviously think it's the 18th of May due to some kind of data mining. Data mining, I don't really understand how a release date could be data mined. I think that's a bit skew-whiff. I don't really trust that entirely. I don't think it's going to be May the 18th. But if it does turn out to be May the 18th, I will eat my hat, providing that it's some kind of marzipan hat anyway. So, yeah, it has to come out in May, guys. Absolutely has to come out in May. At the latest, obviously, early June, okay? But anyway, definitely talked long enough. My name is MetaGoblin. To the next video. Ciao.